Are you coming in, Toto?
Warning. Warning. Main bay doors opening.
Right, sir.
Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. The stream will begin shortly.
Looks like Drax is there somewhere.
Yeah, he's been on.
Oh, Jay-Z's on.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Gosh. I don't know what it is about you guys, but you always make me yawn.
Who knows? Anybody else coming in?
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, looks like I gotta order a new processor.
That happens.
I got an email back from Intel today saying, thanks for all your info. Yep, you're right. It's bad. Here's how to get your cash. No, just give me cash back.
You have to apply for it or something?
I just have to send them my proof of purchase, which I think I already sent them everything, and tell them where to send it. And they can do either a mail check, or they can do a go get
Credit
it
card
with your ID check here locally, or they can do a bank transfer, which takes the longest. I can get it the next day, pretty much, with go pick it up locally at a Western Union, counter. It's $5.99, so that'll be great.
Guess he just left.
Who did?
Who?
Mackie.
Mackie was
Mackie?
here, gone.
Oh.
Yep.
Here and gone.
Yeah, he was here. He left.
I didn't see him, but I didn't have that open. Is it what I said? What did I say? $5.99? Is that what did it?
I have no idea.
Oh man, I was sticking my foot in my mouth.
I don't think he's in my friends list. He used to be at some point. You're Falcon? It's Mackie, right? In game?
Yeah, it's Joe Falcon.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but in game it's Mackie.
Yep.
I delete people if they haven't been online in over a year. I probably
Oh
won't.
yeah, yeah.
Oh no, there he is. Ooh, he just made it too. Oh no, he's been on since the past few days.
Where you see him on the list? What do you mean?
In my friends list.
Under Mackie
He's
or
been on
your
Mackie,
Fountain?
yeah. Mackie.
I don't even see him on my list. I don't think I dissed him. I don't know. If I did, he must have had it coming. I wouldn't, just do that willy-nilly for fun, unless it was just like a fun thing to do. So yeah, now I got to decide, do I just get an i7 14700K and use it for a year? The 13 gen has 16 cores, 8 performance, 8 efficiency. 14 has, looks like 20 cores, 8 and 12. What did the i9 have? 12 and... 8 and 16. So you get the same amount of performance cores. I get 24 cores total. Just get more efficiency cores. But I know the performance core is a little faster.
I'm not getting sound. What's that? NVIDIA high definition audio. No. Why did it do that?
So it's 12% slower in multi-threaded CPU stuff and 6% slower in single thread testing. So 10% basically. Could probably live with that for a while. Coda, what are those? What are those things rolling around on your Twitch chat? Emotes. What are those?
They're Gengars.
I knew that.
They're Pokemon.
Are they Pokemon? Okay.
They're ghost Pokemons. They're ghost poison Pokemons.
What? You're putting poison
Ghost
in my
poison
chat?
Pokemons.
Do you have Pikachu?
Nope. Only Gengar.
You just like the poison.
Yep.
I see. I see what you're like.
Well, they're not mine. Just I got them from a random sub gift.
Yeah.
So I'm using them because I like them.
Yeah. Nice. I haven't collected a lot of those little things. I had a dream last night that I was fighting off an annihilator, and there was a kind of a cleft between two kind of near vertical peaks that it was peeking up its little head between, and I couldn't quite hit the cockpit, and it kept coming up just high enough to fire all of its weapons at me, and
Reactor
it was
online.
going to kill me. And then I remember in my dream I had somehow flipped around,
Weapons
and I was
online.
trying to push it off the back of the cliff
All systems nominal.
with my feet, and I couldn't get it to go off, and that's when Jennifer kicked me and woke me up because I was pushing her leg with my feet. It's like, oh, sorry, just I was fighting the annihilator with my bare hands and feet. She said, maybe you shouldn't be playing MechWarrior as much as you are. Oh, it's either dusk or dawn, isn't it?
Airstrike online. Fuel at 25%.
What do we got over the saddle?
Don't see anything yet.
I have no idea what he said. Sounded like don't see anything here.
Haven't really got there yet, though.
Saddle's clean.
So they're doing the city or tunnel push. Try to flank them.
25%.
Target spotted.
Any coming through tunnel yet?
Not yet.
There's some fire there, but I haven't
Move
seen
here.
it yet.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Nice UAV.
Move here. Target spotted.
Tunnel's clear up until the actual side tunnel, but what's it?
Target spotted.
So they're up in the city and C5, C6 area, mostly, it looks like.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Got a blood ash at the tunnel.
Okay, there's about 3 of them chasing us in D7, so if you want to push in or not.
Target spotted.
The blood ash backed up.
Let's go help them out, guys.
Watch to your
Target
left.
spotted.
Nothing happening where we're at.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online. Heat
Target
level
spotted.
critical.
Blood ash at D6.
Of the enemies are eliminated. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%. Airstrike online.
Thanks. Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Target
Heat
spotted.
level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Target spotted. We're experiencing some
Airstrike
losses.
online.
Don't get sloppy out there.
We can't afford to get sloppy out there.
Airstrike online. New target
I'm gonna need some help with
acquired.
Fox.
There's tons of UAVs over you guys.
Center torso critical damage.
depleted. Keep pushing.
Never mind, Fox killed me. He's a stone rhino, by the way.
Get that Delta there, he's almost dead.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Heat level critical. Target
kill.
destroyed.
Survivors. Need
New
assistance.
target acquired.
Target spotted.
I gotta restart.
Target destroyed.
All right.
Target spotted.
Yeah, I saw you
New
got
target
booted there.
acquired.
Target spotted.
Target spotted.
Patsy
We
comes
lost half
in
our
there.
force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
Target
Command to
destroyed.
ground forces. We're detecting
Great
no
work, guys. Thanks for the
hostiles.
drop.
Good job, soldiers.
I got my engine repaired today in my boat.
Oh.
We have to take it out in 2 weeks, so I don't know if I'll even get to go sailing. Whole summer gone. What did I do? 476. Yeah, that's okay. Code of 436. Nice.
On cursor left.
Now I have sound.
Did you not have? We could hear you the whole time.
No, I didn't have game audio.
Oh,
I tried setting it in game and it didn't work. It was horrible not hearing when you're getting shot.
oh.
I invite
Sure. I don't know who's got the crown. I guess I do.
you do.
What do you know?
Well, when I dropped it, gave it to you automatically. Anyway, we're green.
Are Jay-Z and Drax doing comp drops or something, or
No.
Nope.
they're just hanging out? I gave them an invite. We'll see who shows up, if either of them.
I don't think
He's idle presently.
Drax is idle yet.
But we won't wait around. Got the other bad hard drive sent off with an RMA. I'm just racking up the successes. Oh, when I was doing the engine, got the belt on, fired it up, started, which is nice. I don't know if it's got I think it has an electrical connection on the starter chain wiring somewhere, because it didn't start for me when I pulled it off the trailer, but it started 4 times in a row, so it seems okay. But I got it started and was checking things out and noticed underneath there's kind of a fiberglass drain pan underneath where the shock bearings are, shock absorber, what are they called? Are they Atlas bearings? Do you know what shock absorbing pads are that your bolts go into that hold the motor down and try to absorb some of the vibration? There's a name for them. I can't remember what they are. Anyway, underneath there's kind of a fiberglass pan that keeps any oil that drips out of the engine, or if you're changing oil and you make a mess, keeps it from going directly into the bilge. And it's filling up with water. I'm thinking, oh no, I'm leaking. So I'm looking around, and one of the coolant line hoses near the back right side is spraying quite a bit of water out towards the engine. You can't really see exactly why. So I had to shut the engine off and had to unclamp it, pull it off. Sure enough, it had just it's 45 years old, so the hoses are just shot, right? And so I fortunately had enough that I could cut it and put it back on and clamp it down, and it's okay. But I think probably I need to replace all the hoses on it next year. At least the water hoses. I'm sure the fuel hoses, I don't know how what shape they're in. They're not going to be cheap because they have pre-fit ends on them that have to go on. So,
Are they 45 years old also?
yes, they are. The engine's been out of production for probably 45 years, 40 years. I think it was the last year. I don't know if it was the last year they made it when we got it, because they went to a twin cylinder with much better shock absorbers, so it ran much quieter and much smoother. And I wish we'd had that one, because this thing's loud. It's like being on the African Queen, you know, when you throttle it down and let it idle, it goes thug, 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 and it shakes the whole boat, and you can see ripples on the water, you know, near the stern of the boat from the from the impact of the shock waves. It's pretty loud, but it uses 2 pints an hour when you're cruising at 5 knots. So you can just cruise for, you know, days. It's got like a 15-gallon tank, so you can just keep going. So it's very fuel efficient. You have to use number 1 diesel in it. That's not easy to find here in Eugene, but oh. Rock Overlord. So anyway, I fixed 2 things on the boats. That's nice. And then somebody, when we'd put the boat in, had put one of the turnbuckle T-bolts on the deck somewhere, and it was gone. It had gone overboard or something. And so I was missing one of the shroud
Reactor online.
turnbuckles, which
Sensors
helps
online.
steady the mast in the
Weapons
center
online.
where
All
the
systems
spreaders are.
nominal.
So then I'm begging parts from other sailboats out there. They're getting their boats ready to take out, and I'm like, "Do you have a turnbuckle?" They're super nice. And say, "I got one. I got one. No, I got one." They're fighting it, and they're not cheap. They're stainless steel, and they're like $30 each. They just gave it to me, so I'm gonna take a beer out to them or something if I can figure out what kind of beer they would want to drink.
No.
I got the sail on, so somebody can go out and sail on it, so
Target
that's
spotted.
good. Showed Steve how he came out, and after I'd got things going, he came out and helped me
Target
do
spotted.
the last couple things, and showed him how to hand crank it in case he's going out without, and the motor doesn't start. But I guess he won't be going out either. He's been driving. Steve is my older sister's husband, and he used to own a
Target
paint
spotted.
store here in Eugene for years. He worked at a paint store for years. He's really good with paints and finishes and color matching and stuff like that. But he finally, when the economy just kind of went tanked up, they couldn't make it anymore. They kind of struggled for a while and finally just gave up. And then he worked several different places, and then he was just having a hard time finding something he enjoyed and paid enough. And he started driving for rideshare, which is like a bus. You probably have it down there, I imagine, you know, for
Target
people
spotted.
that are sick or elderly and don't have the ability to drive, and they'll come pick them up for free and stuff. But he was having trouble because they wouldn't necessarily give him the hours he needed, and then they didn't pay great. And then he got a job driving between Portland and Eugene for another company, but that wasn't great either. And
Target spotted.
I think his mom passed away, and he had his mom's car, which is fairly new and in good shape, and he started driving Uber.
Warning, incoming missile.
Well, there they all are. Echo 3, or Fox 3.
Target spotted.
And he really likes it, and he's doing really well. Said he's making about $1,500 a week. He has to work, you know, drive quite a few hours, but he says he's really been enjoying it.
Target spotted.
Okay, I'm on the fringes here. That's not good. I'm not in a good spot suddenly, it seems. Now I'm in a better spot, and I can go back and help these guys. It looks like this isn't so terrible over here now.
Need assistance.
Airstrike online.
We got some coming down the Echo 4 line.
Target target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Warning, incoming missile.
I don't want to play anymore. Sorry.
Target
What?
spotted.
Yep.
Why not? What's the problem? Am I not
Well-
funny? Am I not funny enough? Is that what you're saying?
Ah, staying online. Just.
You saying I'm hilarious and you can't stand
Sorry.
it because I'm so funny?
Yep.
Warning, incoming missile.
Yow.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
We're experiencing some losses.
New
Oh,
target
somebody's
acquired.
shooting me from over there. Great.
New target acquired. Heat level critical. Airstrike online.
I'm dead.
Heat level
Don't be dead.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Don't do it. Don't be dead. Atlas. Ouch. My jump jets don't always, that trigger doesn't always work on my joystick. That's not good.
We've lost half our force. Can't lose any more scope.
Ouch. Oh no. They're walking through us now.
Incoming missile.
What'd you say, Nathan?
Torso
Target
critical
spotted.
damage.
Wow. Well, got a kill. There's that.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Right arm critical damage.
We're taking critical losses. We need you to pull through.
Right torso critical damage.
This is just about over. There goes our little raven. Super lucky. Was not so fortunate this time. Hey Pillbot, welcome.
Critical damage. Left
How you doing? Long time no see. Ooh, ooh. Tough death on the Marauder there. I said deaf, but I
Come in.
meant death.
Control to surface. Can anyone read?
No one can read. We're all gone. Just lost your whole unit here. It's not a battalion. It's not a lance. It's a, what do you call it when it's 12? Three lances makes a what? Come on, guys. Help me out here. Back to trade school for sheet metal, doing my third year. I wish I had a sheet metal break right now, because I need to make a transition that goes from a wall, sorry, not a wall. Underneath my kitchen cabinet, I have a floor vent for air conditioning and heating and stuff, and it needs to come up and turn and get wider and thinner, so that it goes from a 4x11 transitions to a 90-degree 2x22 long thin vent that fits underneath the kick plate of my cabinet. Then I need to be able to mount it there so I can put the cabinet down with some foam around the bottom of the 11x4, so it'll seal around that vent, and then it'll direct the cool or warm air out through the cabinet without having a big hole right on the ground where stuff can fall in and roll underneath there, right? It's not ideal for airflow, but it's not bad. And if you do a sweep transition and widen it out as you go, I'll get a lot more air than if I just blow it right up into the bottom of the toe kick area under the cabinet, and then it makes, crazy airflow turbulence all over the place, and then it finally forces air out the front. So I'm just trying to make it, I'll probably get 30 or more percent better airflow if I do a transition. And I'm just going to make it out of plywood to form the shapes, and then I'll take some PVC. It's 2 millimeter thick PVC signboard that I'm going to heat up with a heat gun so it'll flex and bend. I'll bend it into that shape, and when it cools, it'll stay there. I'm hoping I can put some screws in or something, or tack it in with something. And then that should work. But I thought, if I had a sheet metal brake, I could just bend the metal, and I could solder some sides onto it. I could spot weld it, I suppose. Or I have a TIG welder. Spot welding would be better for that kind of thing. But I've done a little bit of sheet metal work. Like I made a little tray in middle school, and I get the concept, and I can do good work with sheet metal. I've done lots of little metal projects. So I could do it if I had the tools, and I could go to Harbor Freight and buy a cheap brake, to bend it. But then I got something else laying around in the garage that I don't have room for. Yeah, it swirls around until it finds its way out exactly. But yeah, so it's a 90-degree corner to transition of shape also. It'll probably be fine what I'm doing. All right, we have an open slot here. But nobody wants it, so we'll just go. We're just gonna go. Fine. Working on a drop cheek elbow, 8x4 to 8x4 that drops down 3 inches. So is it just? Wait a minute. So does it turn and go down like that? Like goes over and turns and works down? Is that what it is? I don't know what a drop cheek elbow exactly is. I'm guessing. Okay. I guess I do know what one is. Haha. Yeah, whenever you got compound things happening at one time, it's like, oh, I got to figure this out, right? And are you doing, is the goal to be an HVAC like metal guy, or any kind of metal work, or is there a certain thing you're focusing on, or that's just a whole range of stuff that you're training for because you don't know what you're going to end up doing? Same opening, but the fitting itself will go down 3 inches. Yeah, and it's turning. Because it's a trade school, right? Yeah, trade school. Is it a 2-year trade school? That's what a lot of them are. I think Lane Community College has some trade schools like that. They also have a aircraft mechanic trade school out there. And they have a dental hygiene or dental assistant, or someone who does teeth cleanings and stuff like that. And that's a 2-year program too. You wish it was 2 years. It's 4 years. So shoot. But it's all trade stuff that you need to learn. So do you end up being a journeyman metallurgist? Wouldn't be a metallurgist. That's someone who's allergic to metal. You don't want that. Metallagist, that'd be someone who doesn't like old metal. You think it's, not usable anymore. Metallitist, that's someone who's stuck up on their metal. They think their metal's better than everybody else's metal. Of course, Sarah always loves when I make up words. After I finish 4th year, I'll do my red seal, and that'll make me a journeyman for sheet metal in Canada. What's the red seal? Dun, dun, dun. Red seal.
This is going to be my last drop.
Okay. You tired or just got to go?
I'm going to do something with my son because this
Cool.
is just way too much in between drops.
Yeah, and that's good. It's good to do stuff with your son. Red Seal's your interprovincial certification. Provincial. In between provinces, I'm guessing that means. Provincial. I didn't know it had an I in it. Okay. Yeah, provinces. So you basically anywhere in Canada you can go do stuff, and you'll be a journeyman. What mostly is it? Is it HVAC type metal work, or is it all kinds of things? All sorts. Okay, that's cool because you'll have a big wide skill set. Does it include welding and stuff too? All right. So you could work at a fabrication shop. You could open your own fab shop. What about casting? Do you do casting? Metal casting? Foundry stuff? I don't mean forgery, although it could be that. I mean foundry stuff. One of my projects is to make a stainless steel barbecue grill. Okay, cool. So you're welding stainless steel in that case. I have actually done casting. I'll show you what I've done. I didn't do the casting. I actually had a foundry do the casting, but I made the plug for it. No, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. I want to go to stanchion sheave. Bum, bum, bum. Copy. I need to get some more of these cast. This is a stanchion sheave for a sailboat. It sits on top of the bottom of the boat on top of the keel. There's some bolts that drive it into the keel and hold it secure. And on top of that flat plate goes another plate that the mast step is supported by, and then the mast up on the cabin top goes onto that. So a pole goes up from this, and the pole's hollow, and down through the pole and through that hole in the top of that stanchion sheave, a cable runs, and there's a pulley that goes inside, and through the bottom end where it looks like you can screw something in, and out the back through that pipe and into the trunk of the keel, and then it attaches to the top of a swing down centerboard. So it's a 2,000-pound lead keel that's hollow in the center. It's got a cutout in the middle of it that you can drop this board down. Helps you point into the wind better, and without side slipping as much. But you can pull it up when you want to be in shallow water because the keel's only about 18 inches deep from the bottom of the hull. So you draw 26 inches in shallow water. It's pretty great. So it doesn't quite race as well as a racing boat would, but it's great for cruising. It's great for going into little bays, and you can just run right up onto the beach if you wanted to pretty easily.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Because you're talking 2.5 feet of water, you can still float. It's crazy. Anyway, it's marine bronze, and I took the old one and made a reverse of it. I cut it in half, and then I did because the original plugs were gone. I cut it in half, built out the amount of spacer that I needed to make it thick enough so it was, what I'd cut out with the saw was not then missing anymore.
Target
Then
spotted.
I made a reverse of that so I'd have a casting plug.
Target spotted.
I have no idea, honestly.
What I'm talking about? Okay,
Right.
never mind.
Target spotted.
And then there's an insert that keeps a keeper key that goes in there for casting, so you have the slot for the pulley to go down into.
My
Then
son's talking to his friend.
That's fine. Then you have a phenolic resin pulley and a phenolic resin back plate with a membrane
Target
washer.
spotted. Target spotted.
And I'm going over here where I probably shouldn't go. And it
Hello.
seals up. It has to be ground. I've got a friend down the street that's got a, he's a journeyman machinist, and he's got a big machining
Target spotted.
lathe, and he machined them for me. I don't know if he's still able to do that on my next run, so I probably need to make a bunch of them, and if he can, and have him make those, machine those for me.
Target spotted.
And then I sell them.
Comments on Spider
So I
Target,
went to get, I'm still talking to Pillbot,
Target
hopefully
spotted.
he knows what's going on. Who just came in? Houdini, howdy.
Oh, I was going to ask, are you
Target
streaming right now?
I am.
Okay.
Target spotted.
So I was going to ask you right there. I know you pretty much, you just pretty much stream on MechWarrior, correct?
Because I'm having problem with my computer, or else I'd do MechWarrior 5, and I would do Star Citizen.
Help.
Need assistance.
See y'all later.
Target spotted.
Okay, good night. And I would do, I'd be happy to do, oh, what is it? It's, I can't remember what it's called, but I'd be happy to do some other games too. I did a little bit of Halo streaming.
Here, let me show you what I've been playing lately. And I mean, it's been out for 6 months, but it's getting decently good. A lot of us are, it's a free-to-play game also.
Target spotted.
What is it? I don't.
I'm sure you've probably heard of it, The Finals.
Nope, never heard of it. Because I'm not really a gamer.
Airstrike online.
I'm just a world famous streamer. That's different. I don't consider myself much of a gamer. These little lights need to be taken care of. He's legged.
Target acquired.
Gosh, that guy's fast.
Target spotted.
So basically, there's lights, mediums, and heavies in this game too.
Are they assault? Are they mechs or something else?
So no, they're personnel, but basically, again, lights are speedy, heavies take more hits and can use bigger weaponry.
Oh, so it's like a first-person shooter type thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Target spotted.
I'm usually pretty terrible at those. I feel like this game's slow enough that I can play it.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Overwatch. I've played Overwatch with my kids, and I'm just not very good because it just requires too fast a twitch reflexes.
Hey guys,
So I'm afraid I wouldn't necessarily do that well in it. Plus, I just like the universe, the MechWarrior universe.
Okay. Well,
But
I was just
I'll
gonna
take
say,
a look
like,
at it, definitely. I just doubt that I'll want to play it. What's that new,
Christ.
whatever, 40,000 game? That where you're
Oh,
it's kind
goddamn
of a
Lucas.
third-person shooter.
Right side, right side, right side, right? Right?
It just came
haven't
out.
played it yet.
Now,
Right?
well, you kill those, and then the rest of the assaults are going to come and kill you.
Yeah. So basically, there's different skills and things that you can buy, and with in-game points and whatever else, and it's kind of like
Base is
in a way
being
MechWarrior as far as there's in-game, you can buy stuff or skins mostly.
Yeah.
For real money, but then you can also get real money conversion things, kind of like your,
Target destroyed.
your MC credits,
Base is being
and then there's the
captured.
in-game currency, which basically you can use to unlock, say,
Heat level
different
critical.
items or weapons, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Base is being
Ouch.
captured.
I got
Warning,
trouble here.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
And it only requires a GTX 1050 video card to actually run the game.
Airstrike online. Base is being captured.
I'm gonna die. Hang on.
Base
I gotta
25%
focus on my
captured.
dying, so it's good.
Left torso critical damage. Center
Do their
torso
breakdance.
critical damage.
Yeah, they got me. All right, I'm dead now. I'm dead now. Okay, go on. Sorry.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have a second screen or whatever else.
Yeah, I do. Hang on. Let me finish my conversation with Pillbot real quickly.
Okay.
So basically, then I got them cast for about $25 each. My friend, I paid him $25 to machine them each, and then I sell them for $450. But when I first went to get one. Mine died. There's pictures of mine rotting out from corrosion, electrolysis and stuff. And I went back. The factory was no longer in business. The company had gone under, and they had a few of them, but those got thrown away or something, and the casting plug got thrown away. So I went to some machine shops and fabrication shops and said, "Can you make me one of these?" And they wanted anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 to make one of them. I was like, no. And so that's when I decided just to make my own. And so now I sell them to the other boat owners that need them. I think I've got 3 more people that need them right now. So I should do a run of 10 or 12 or something like that. And they're probably going to be $50 a piece now. So they're going to cost more, but still I should do it. Okay. Anyway, I was just showing Pillbot. He's getting his whole metal, journeyman metal worker certification at a trade school. And so I wanted him, I'm kind of, bonding with him over the stream, basically pretending that I know something that I really don't know. I had a friend who was an engineer, and he said, "You can't," I said, "I'm just going to make my own." He said, "You don't know anything about casting. You can't cast something." And I'm thinking, why not? Somebody learned how to do it. I can do it. You don't know anything about tolerances or how much the metal shrinks or anything. I'm thinking, it's only 5 inches by 5 inches by 4 inches. How much can it shrink? A 32nd of an inch? Who cares? I'm going to machine it to the right size anyway. And so I just went and did it, and they turned out great. They're just like the factory original, better than the factory original, which was an aluminum, what do they call it? It's an aluminum magnesium incal type alloy, but it's not nearly as strong or as durable as the marine bronze is. So it's better than the original, actually. Morning, Dead Money. Okay, go for it now.
Hey, Joe.
So I was going to say,
you're going to give me a link. Did you put the link in chat?
So I basically got the
Does anybody want an invite?
I'm okay. I was streaming the
oh, I'll go look.
Yeah, just on Discord.
Yep. Everybody on the stream, hang on a minute, and I'll jump back in here in a minute. I would be terrible at this. I've also played Destiny 2 a little bit, and I'm just not very good at it. The whole first-person shooter thing I'm not very good at. I mean, I get shot a lot, and I die a lot, but I don't win ever. And part of it's because I just never played I played Duke Nukem, I think, or Castle Wolfenstein when it first came out. And I was okay, but they're not as appealing to me as MechWarrior is, I don't think. I like Sims. I like first-person perspective simulators. So I like Flight Sims, like Comanche Maximum Overkill I really enjoyed. And I liked Red Baron, that was fun. And Aces of the Pacific, I enjoyed that. Is there a current Aces of the Pacific, like a new version of that? I would like that. And I liked Submarine Sims a little bit. What was the 688 Attack Sub was kind of cool, where you had sonar maps of the sea floor, and you could hide in thermal layers and attack ships and stuff. But I haven't seen a good submarine simulator since then. But none of those did I ever spend lots of time playing. MechWarrior is the only thing I really got into the most. And then I didn't play anything for 25 years because I had kids. So the fact that I'm playing anything now is kind of shocking. Yeah, I would be terrible at this. It looks like it's really nice and stuff, and lots of flames and explosions, and looks like foam bombs. Those look fuzzy foam bombs. That's fun. But I would be terrible at it.
Okay.
You guys would basically just be laughing at me the whole time, which is not much different than this game, really. But it would be more brutally... I'd die more brutally, I think. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. It's just I'm not any good at that kind of thing. And I don't have time to get good. I've been playing this game for like 10 or 12 years, and I finally got into tier 1, mainly because I got a new computer and it's faster, so I can, play better.
Okay. Okay.
But it wouldn't make me better enough to be good in a game like that. I'm just sure it would be a disaster. People would die. My teammates would die. Everybody would be mad at me all the time.
We're all dying.
I know, but you'd die because of the dumb things I would do. So you'd all blame me and say, does Dark have to play with us again? Yeah, he's a good distraction. He runs out in front of them and then they shoot him. And then we can get around behind him and kill him. So that's the only thing I'd be good for. Jessica my daughter plays Hunt Showdown, and she's really good. It's like I would just be like one of the horses that's sick and laying on the ground that she has to come by and kill. That's that'd be my role. Okay, underloading, morning. Still need more flashy things on mech. On this mech.
Kodo, you watching this? What do you think?
Flashy.
Not much style.
Warframe. I'd like to hear.
Pretty
what
fun
Matt
to look,
thinks of
but
it.
it's a little too fast-paced for my taste.
Although it takes a long time to learn. Yeah, Silent Hunter was a good game. Currently, U-Boat is also good.
Too fast for you, Kodo?
Was 688? Yep. Did you ever play 688 Attack Sub? Because I liked that.
So. Okay.
I'm really bad at FPS.
Yeah.
In tier 2.
Yeah.
Where's Silent U-Boat and Silent? What is it? Silent Hunter? Let me look at those real quickly.
Well, all I can say is that I'm not sure how big of a streaming base it has, but since it's a lot newer and it is getting more and more popular right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just thought maybe you might be interested, yeah.
I appreciate your thinking of me for that. I just don't think that any of us would be happy with the outcome of me playing it. And I did play some Halo with Panzer, and basically he kept me alive while I ran around behind him and did cleanup. He did all the work. And he's able to beat it by himself, so I only held him back and deterred him a little bit, I think. Right? Mm-hmm. But I'm horrible. And it's not very fun when you're really bad at something and you know you're not going to get better no matter what. It just doesn't have a big draw for me. So Silent Hunter, these aren't nuclear subs. I kind of like the 688 attack subs. It was a nuke. And it had the radar mapping stuff. This might be good. I don't see anything. It looks like a third-person thing, though. It looks like there's no controls. Like, do you have the bridge where you can control your dive planes or set your depth and things like that? Like, where do you do that?
Well, so I'm going to go ahead and jump back over to with the other group that's coming online. So.
Okay,
but
cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you. So
yeah,
and Kodo also, if you would like to come on over and play too, and then maybe you can get used to that speed.
Nah.
Okay.
I played 3 games.
I appreciate the invite. I really do. I really do appreciate the invite. So don't think I don't. It's just I think
I'd be fine.
It'd be a negative experience for all of your friends and you.
Okay. Well, I'll catch you all later.
All right. Thanks. Okay. Bye.
Ciao.
VTOL VR, that might be kind of fun. Flying a jet. I'd like that. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. $29. So I might like that. I liked the Comanche Maximum Overkill attack helicopter sim. It was fun to play. Wasn't crazy hard to learn at all. It was pretty easy to learn everything. And you just got to shoot lots of things, and the explosions were pretty. I mean, and you could go up and down around terrain and fly through canyons, and it was a fun game.
I think you'd have more fun buying the Apache legendary mech and hovering, flying from spot to spot.
Yeah, but you can't go up and down. You just stay level.
Yep.
I got one. I'm not very impressed with it. I like the rate of fire is great on it, right? But as far as its flyability, meh. You just and you're a sitting duck up there in the air, so that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being the best is boring. It's a subsim. War Thunder. It's fun when you're good at the game. Imagine being the best is boring. Fun. It's like being the best at a game must feel like using hacks. I know. I wouldn't know what it's like to be the best in the game. Silent Hunter. What was the other one? U-boat. I don't want to run a German U-boat because I don't speak German, right? So I wouldn't know how to run it. Did you guys ever see the U-boat movie with Matthew McConaughey in it?
Yep.
I thought that was a fun movie.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually a nice. I wouldn't mind watching that again. Hey, McFish.
You're lucky, Dark. You got reinforcements.
I got somebody who came in with me. Fresh meat. Fish meat. I might like. I'll look at this real quickly. I do like submarine movies too.
Talk about boarding. Should I say that out loud?
I know it's.
My favorite submarine movie is Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
I know. Absolutely. One of the best submarine movies ever.
Yep.
And intended to be that way, right? That's what they did. And you know another one? I hate to say it, but it's actually a fun movie, is the Wing Commander movie. And it's kind of like a submarine movie too.
I'm not that fond of it.
It's okay. It's not Wrath of Khan, but it was kind of a fun movie. And because I liked Wing Commander, and it was low budget, right? But it was fun. Just you and me, McFish.
All right.
So yeah, this U-boat. What's it all about? Oh, there we are in the engine room. Twin diesels. Those things only went 3 knots underwater, under battery power. It's like...
France has fallen, and the U-boat happy times have now begun, thanks to the newly acquired French ports.
I mean, they could go
like
a little
La
faster than
Rochelle.
that, but generally that's what they did.
With these ports, German U-boats are now able to strike out further and more effectively into the Atlantic, taking out a brand new boat.
I don't want to be a German U-boat pilot that kills Allied ships.
Where are the destroyers?
I do like that you have a
I only see
periscope.
merchant ships.
I like that.
Oh, there's no way. Yeah, there she is. There's a Corvette.
Why is he riding that high on the water, making a lot of white
The radio message
water?
to BDU is almost sent. There it is. It has been sent. Okay.
Pretty heavy
dive
seas
to
there.
periscope depth now, please. Quickly, before we get a little too close. Let's see, depth under keel, please. I'm sure we're good. We're pretty far into the Bay of Biscay. It should be nice and deep here.
That looks a lot bigger than ever would have been on a U-boat. That's crazy amount of room in the...
Let's see, 150 meters, more than enough. More than enough to work with. And down we go. Diving pretty darn quickly here. Like to see it.
Animation's not that great on it. That's right. Okay, we still haven't got a drop here yet. What was the movie at the bottom of the ocean where they kept drowning? Is that... So, no, that's The Abyss. The Abyss was a great movie, and it's hard to find or see anywhere. Occasionally it'll pop up on a streaming service, but hardly ever. And it's a really good movie. James Cameron made that. And I guess it was a nightmare to work on, and the people did not have a good time making it. Either he was horrible to work with, or the environment to work was horrible and cold, and she did a great job of acting, like she was drowning. And my mom almost did drown, so she couldn't watch that. It was hard to watch, period. I wonder if you can, I wouldn't mind buying The Abyss. 2 hours, 20 minutes. Is it on anything? Mary Elizabeth. Ed Harris. 1989. You know, at the time, the cool thing about The Abyss is they had that deep dive suit where they filled the dive suit with a ferrofluoride, what's that, hydrofluoride or something like that, fluid that you breathed, and it would transmit oxygen to your lungs, but you had to drown in it to use it. And then they would oxygenate that fluid, and it would allow you to go deeper. It was a real sci-fi thing, but it was after the movie that I learned that was something the Navy was actually experimenting with, and the shot they showed of rats swimming in it underwater and staying alive, that could really work. It really did that. It's pretty crazy. And I don't know if they were using it on humans yet at the time, but they were experimenting to see if they could. Ugh. But then you'd have to force yourself to drown in it to go down. It didn't seem like a good idea. Can I buy it? It's got like good ratings, really. What's underwater? YouTube. Looks like there's an hour and 40-minute version. I think there's a longer cut also. Hour and 59 minutes. It was $47 million was the budget.
Check.
I don't know if they made enough off of it. It's a good movie. The water, I think that was one of the first times Industrial Light and Magic did some effects for a movie like that. They did the water tentacle creature thing. Yeah, and I think that's the record breath hold deep dive. Diver's lungs collapse to the point where there's no gas. Right, and so they would use this fluid in order to be able to go down and keep their lungs from collapsing, but still getting air into their lungs because it could keep pressure.
Dark, now that you're tippy top of tier 1, do you have any advice for other players?
Yeah, don't do anything I do. It's really I'm a bad example in most every technique. That's my advice.
Check.
I feel like that's pretty good advice. I'm not always doing the wrong thing, but I don't feel like I'm very good at positioning and reading where to go. I'm better than I used to be.
Thank you.
I tend to trade in the same place longer than I should. I should, not, because then they start predicting that you're going to come out or they're waiting for you. I try to wait long enough so they go look at something else. But I tend to tip of the spear too much still and get too close. I just ought to stay at my optimal range until until I don't have to worry about it anymore. I can think of a lot of things I do wrong, McFish, or need to do better at.
That's good. So can I.
Maybe Drax could join and he could tell us some of them.
He does always tell me, which is good.
I just woke up and I've just joined your party, but you're in a drop, and I'm watching Dark stream, and I can already see what he's doing wrong.
I'm jumping on top of the buildings.
No, you're playing McWare Online, but let's move on.
Yeah, there's that. We were talking about movies too. I have to go back over here.
Did you end up playing the ad last night?
Playing what? The ad? No.
Online.
The ad.
No, I didn't. I forgot.
2023 ad.
I forgot.
2022? 2021? I don't even know when we did that ad.
It's the 2022, putting it off till 2023. All the promises. all the hopes, all the dreams.
Target spotted.
Hey, Carter McFish.
Aye.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
How did he hit my shoulder when I was clearly behind this completely?
Target spotted.
Target
spotted.
acquired. Airstrike online.
Come on back here, buddy. I'll say hi to you again.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
This guy come over, say hi.
Airstrike
Target
online.
spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Not really in a great spot. I might move here. There we go.
You guys know that hiding down here in the water is pretty bad, right?
Affirmative.
But actually fucking shooting something.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Come on, poke out again, buddy. There you go.
Target spotted.
Got some assault up here on the top. Around the backside.
I go over here and help.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Airstrike
Target
online.
spotted. Sorry. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Decent help out top here.
Can't understand what he's saying. Needs help somewhere, but I didn't really hear what he said. Come on.
Target spotted.
I'm behind you, McFish. I'm going to go around further to your right.
Real name still.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
Just real name.
Target destroyed.
Probably get some smoke there.
Affirmative.
I feel like where you originally were was good.
Target spotted.
Well, I wasn't getting enough shots, and I think I can just come in here and
No, the one just left at McFish. I thought you had some really good straight views into them.
I wasn't sure if I was
So I can move for some
going
reason.
to be able to or not.
Charlie.
Target spotted.
Hotel.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Affirmative.
I think this is where you guys screw up. You're chasing one mech. Rotation's already happening, which means they'll probably appear in C6, G7 behind you. Where you just were.
I thought there was some up here.
Yeah, it might be. McFish has been going hunting.
Warning.
I guess I can deal with him. Where'd he go?
Look at that. They've rotated. Wow. Look at all that.
Target spotted.
Nobody else up here. That's dumb. Somebody's up here. No.
You know where they are, Doc?
Nope. Right down in the trench, probably, right? Yeah, he's
G6
right up
where
there.
he just came from.
Target spotted.
I don't know if I can get out of here or not. I'm over here by myself, which I shouldn't be.
Right up
there he
here.
is.
Target spotted.
Maybe he'll come down in the tunnel for me.
Target spotted.
This is a bad
Target
situation
spotted.
I got myself in here.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
They're killing your team because they rotated and no one was there to meet them.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target
Put
spotted.
your weapons up dark, just fire one in one group.
Target spotted.
And I got 2 after me. That's not good.
You're at 6-9 dark.
Enter torso. Critical damage. Target acquired. Heat level critical.
I shouldn't have gone over there.
What do you think you just made the mistake?
I made multiple mistakes there. I shouldn't have gone over there. Everything went bad from there.
Your whole team rotated with them when you didn't need to. They just rotated back around behind you where you guys actually came from.
Well, you need to leave the water in H6 because that's an awful place to be. Our team stayed there a long time, and then they ran.
What are we talking? Record breath? Okay, so fluid doesn't hold enough oxygen for human respiration. It would be better off using dialysis. No, the ferrofluid evidently does. Although, I don't know if you can... Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's why they didn't use it. And they had to warm it so it wouldn't cool your body temperature down too much.
Getting closer.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fluorocarbon fluids ready to dissolve large quantities of oxygen, liquid breathing. It was fluorocarbon fluids. They submerge in high pressure bubbles filled with pre-fluorocarbon fluid. The rat demonstration seen of this was unsimulated and used real-life oxygenated breathing fluid. Ed Harris, however, was tasked with pretending to breathe in his water-filled helmet. Well, it wasn't water-filled. This was especially challenging during the underwater shots, of which there were many. For most people, the first thought comes to mind was fluid-filled lungs, obvious drowning. Just a second. Oh, fine. High oxygen solubility, meaning that the fluid can be saturated with oxygen so the body can continue respiration, despite the lungs being completely filled with liquid. So, I don't know if if they ever used it for real, but they did. It did work with the rat. This was 20 years ago, right? 30 years ago. Has the U.S. Navy developed? Let's see. There's a yes and a no to this. As noted to others, yes, the fluid exists, and no, you can't use it. The vids of the mouse freaking out in the water were real. I think the actor, breathe. The actor in the movie breathed it for a very short time. Oh. And if memory says he was not happy, lungs breathe air. They can work for a limited amount of time with the liquid, but quickly grow exhausted breathing liquid instead of gas. Your brain will be freaked out the entire time because it knows you're drowning. The next part of your question, deeper diving, 100%. Nope, will never work. Not only do the muscles, it's hard to breathe, more resistance and stuff. The muscles that make your lungs work really like breathing gas, they're also pretty weak. Once you got down a couple feet, the water pressure is enough that diver wouldn't be able to expand his lungs at all. Okay, yeah, that's a problem. You would need some kind of pressure to force that liquid down your throat, which really sounds unpleasant. Yeah. If it took a garden hose down, say 10 feet, and tried to breathe, it wouldn't be able to take a single breath. Well, a garden hose would collapse, too. Anyway, no. So it's a real fluid. It works, but you can't really use it. But it was like when you saw that in a movie, it's like, what? Because the rat was not liking it, but alive. So it's a pretty incredible shot. It was just a good movie, basically. But can I watch it? Amazon, can I buy it? The Abyss Special Edition. I can buy Prime Video now. I can buy the movie for $14.99. That's tempting. That's tempting. Haven't seen that for a long time, but I've wanted to see it again. Drax.
Yes.
I got an email back from Intel today.
Okay.
And they said...
Is it about breathing underwater with liquid?
No, it was about my CPU, whether or not they're going to replace it or refund me or anything like that.
What did they say, Dark?
I sent them a long, detailed list of symptoms and things I'd tried and diagnostic steps that diagnostic steps I'd gone through, and based on what I had, sent that all off. It's pretty long, detailed, and that was 2 days ago, and they answered today and said, "Thanks for doing all that. Yep, CPU's bad. And here's 3 different ways to get a full refund." Doesn't look like you even have to send the old one back, so I can probably keep this one until I get something else in it.
So you can just get a full refund.
Yeah.
Can you send me what you sent them, so that if ever I need to replace my CPU, I've got your freshly minted discussion?
Yeah.
Because I'm certainly never going to think like you think or know what you know.
I don't even know what I know, Drax, to be honest.
Well, we suspect that all along, Dark, but it doesn't matter. It worked. So if you could, send me that letter and McFish, we've got that up our sleeve if we ever need to just
Well, I think they only do the full refund within a year, so you'd want to do it within that time frame.
Well, I don't think I need the refund, but if I ever need a refund for something, man, like let's just say my car breaks down, I'm sending that letter. I don't care if it's not about the car, Dark.
I'd like a new car, please, because Dark Marauder said.
Because he said that this was the thing that was wrong.
Yeah.
That's the PC part. But it doesn't matter. It's the argument that matters, and you won the argument. But no, seriously, send it to me, please.
Okay. Fish, do you really want it? I would think you're capable of making your own diagnostic decisions on something like that, but if you want it, I'll send it to you.
Well, I've already taken the failing computer apart, and I don't intend to put it back together again unless they give me a new CPU.
Ah.
So he does need one. Whereas mine's working fine. Well, as far as I know, I mean, the benchmark thing I redid didn't sort of seem to show any problems with it. So
yeah, it's yours. The BIOS patch helped. Right? It didn't even help. Didn't even help mine.
I can play all the games I couldn't play.
Yeah, but they might still say it's bad and replace it. And you should.
My fear is that
it'll get bad again.
It may get bad still.
Yep.
There's 2 down in B5, but it doesn't look like it's a C5, C4 rotation.
Just say your fear is that some of the cores may have already been damaged.
Target spotted.
And
just send me the lead, Doc.
Not my fear. I know that they're damaged.
Target spotted.
Right.
How do you know they're damaged? Because you can't access the thing.
It's an awful failing piece of crap.
If it crashes while you're playing those games, it's damaged. at some point. I mean, maybe the first couple times it's not because it's just overheating. But if you overheat it enough, you're gonna start blowing through traces and transistors and stuff.
I have the thermal limit set to 70 C and it fails.
Target spotted.
70 C is not that hot. Like 79 is pretty common for a lot of things. Holy cow!
Got him in the back. Got him in the back.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them at B4 and C4. Be careful.
Oh, there are.
Poke over there.
Airstrike online.
Okay, these guys are gonna beat us, I'm afraid. They're poking and popping together like they're coordinated, so two of them are shooting at a time.
Target acquired.
Two assaults on the volcano.
Got an Annihilator coming around our right side. Charlie 4.
Airstrike online.
There's an Annihilator and a Dire Whale up there.
Target spotted.
Golf.
Target spotted.
Ooh. There's a Cyclops Diablo C3, C4 alone with something. Oh, it's got something else, but they're assaults. They're by themselves.
Online. Heat level critical.
I'll go kill him with you.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Oh man, I'm gonna die here.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted. Target
Time to
spotted.
back up.
Thanks for standing by me. That's great.
Ouch. Everywhere I go, I'm getting shot a lot. Shot a lot, sir. Shot a lot. Oh, darn it. I peeked out there where those big guys are.
Critical damage.
I'm like one shot away from being dead here. They got big snipers at Bravo 4 with some big heavy lasers, so just be careful if you poke out around this corner here.
Airstrike
Big heavy as in assaults. McFish, there's that Annihilator. I hit him in the face at like 4 times, but I wasn't able to kill him. I don't know if he's still up. Oh, they just killed me. Darn it. I didn't realize he was that low.
Did the same 2 assaults on the volcano.
Yep. Yeah, one of them got...
This is so annoying.
Target spotted.
I feel like with those assaults there, we would have been better off going back to the center, on the far side of the center, and making them come to us. Because we're certainly not winning this trade.
Well, I'm doing some nice things in the center, although I can't say they're in optimal distance.
We still haven't even gotten a kill though, and they're up by 4.
Is that a stalker just here?
Target spotted.
Can any of you get out of the low ground and help me with this stalker, please? Oh my god, you guys aren't doing anything.
Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Oh my god, you guys are just incredibly bad.
Right torso destroyed.
I'm almost out of ammo.
McFish just died. You should have gone up there and got those 2 assaults that were tearing us apart. That's what you should have done. That would have been handy.
I was at the center defending myself against everything that was kind of coming there, and mostly just peeking, which is great. And then you guys just died, and then they all just came over across the center.
That's because they got bored, because we weren't there anymore.
I was bored. I was definitely bored. I got 400 damage on my little flea. That's satisfactory.
New target.
It's not. awesome, but it sounds
It's just shooting rocks.
Right torso destroyed. Center torso critical damage. Right.
I think this is almost over.
Warning, incoming missile.
There's only 12 left.
Left
Yeah.
torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Left leg critical damage.
Already started to make it
Right
dead.
torso
Be sure
critical.
to stop them. That's it.
Oh, we got one.
The hostiles are taking control of the target.
He killed himself.
Oh, shoot.
really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. But everyone just once again stayed on the low ground. Really quite a stupid thing to do.
I mean, I was impressed as a given. Now I know better. Yeah, sure.
Great, right?
It was cool as a movie. That's all I'm saying. And that technology worked for a rat. That was cool. I ran my CPU 99 degrees for a few months at least.
No, I'm
You're
saying
not-
it's a flawed piece of crap because even with the thermal limit set to 70C, it still fails and crashes.
It still crashes, yeah. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, McFish, is just get an i7 14700K, which has 20 cores and doesn't run quite as fast, about 10% slower, but it's stable from what I haven't heard any problems with it. And then at least I'll have a stable machine again.
Do you need a new motherboard?
Nope, I can plug it into my motherboard. My memory's all fine and stuff for it.
Okay.
I mean, theoretically, their microcode's supposed to be fixed for the...
But it's not fixed.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it
know what
doesn't
the
fix the
problem is
physical
yet.
damage. It doesn't fix the physical damage.
Yeah, what
No.
I'm saying is if you get a replacement chip, you don't need to downgrade.
To my knowledge, they don't know what's causing it yet, and so they haven't changed the actual chip. So they might have changed the microcode in firmware on the chip, or is it hard coded in
Yeah,
the
so
chip?
they were overpowering different areas of the chip and misreporting the thermals. I believe
Yeah.
the microcode was
Okay.
intended to fix that, so you would no longer create a problem that wasn't there before.
Okay, so a
It does
new
result
one,
in lower performance.
a new one should be fine then with
Yeah.
the new microcode. But my understanding is they haven't changed the actual die, right? Just the
Right,
microcode.
it's the exact same chip. They just changed
Yeah.
how it works.
And the microcode, is that in your BIOS, or is that in firmware on the chip itself? Where's that microcode kept?
It's in your BIOS.
Okay, I thought maybe it was part of the coding on the CPU. So maybe I could just get a new one. Do you think the new ones have they? I just don't know if I should get a new one or not.
So the
One-
lowest risk option is to go back to clay tablets.
Right. One software development company has had 50% failure rate on them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real. I mean, what the hell's Intel doing? Seriously.
Well, AMD had the same, not same, but a similar problem the year
what
previous.
the hell's China doing? I mean, really. They're all coming out of Taiwan, aren't they?
I don't know, but Intel manufactures stuff
TSMC.
all over the place, but Taiwan a lot. Does Intel do any CPU manufacturing here in America? Up in Seattle or anything?
I think that's what they're doing with the CHIPS Act money, but I don't think they've had a great deal of success yet.
Like they don't have the quality facility, the clean rooms to do it here? Because they used to.
Someone thought it was a good idea to get rid
Outsource
of
it.
manufacturing.
Yeah, that's always the dumbest thing. I remember when it started happening, I'm thinking, why is this a good thing? Why is this actually
I was
good
working with
for
a guy in Australia at the
country?
time when we were getting rid of our manufacturing who was representing, independently representing and reporting to the government, federal government, about their decision. And I remember sitting next to him when he was doing his reporting, pulling his hair out because none of it made sense. Like it made sense for independently companies who were going to get cheaper prices and stuff.
Right,
but
right. But it doesn't make sense for your whole country's economy.
Well, it was killing. It was another decision that was killing the middle
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I don't think they completely destroyed the middle class, but certainly meant that people needed to pivot away from what they were successful at.
If you're not producing goods that people want, you're just a consumer, which means that you don't have capital businesses making things that will generate income. You just have jobs where you have to make what you can so you can buy what you need. You're not having jobs.
Yeah, but it's a capitalist mentality, right?
I realize that. I realize that,
the business,
but it doesn't make sense for your whole nation,
capitalist countries,
right?
Well, it certainly did to the people who had the money, which was the ones that actually had the power, which is the ones that made the decisions. And lo and behold, it's the same thing with the tax stuff, like the tax havens, like the fact that Apple for decades was, and companies not just Apple, were basically creating I mean, I'm not an expert in this area, so please forgive me if you want to correct me, go ahead, but they had like a secondary company, whatever you call it, an offshore company that held all the intellectual property that then they charged its use for, which was basically became their profit centers or something, and they never had to pay tax because they were based in tax haven companies. And for years, that's how international companies got around paying tax.
Yeah.
Which is terrible for a company that, like, for a country that, you want to where tax dollars are going and all that. Well, you've got a privileged class of people called companies that get to do what they want. And we've got resources here in Australia. We've been learning lately that some of the gas companies have done exactly that, or not exactly that, some version of that. They have hardly been paying tax on the resources they've been pulling out of the ground, and yet what tax they are paying, it's been great for Australia, but they've gotten out of paying a hell of a lot of tax.
Yeah.
If you look at TSMC and Intel's share prices, TSMC is up 50% in the last year or so. Intel's down about the same percentage.
Wow. Does TSMC manufacture for Intel?
If they're using the sub-10 nanometer
process, yeah. Because Intel, they can't do it themselves yet. That's crazy. Because you'd think of all the companies in the world that would want to stay on top of the shrinking scale, it would be Intel.
Is Intel solely owned by one country, or is it a conglomerate that's owned by a few different countries? Like, I can imagine China's got their hooks in there. I don't
think China owns any of Intel.
Your 14900K is a 10 nanometer process. So maybe Intel does build it.
Well, they're $100 cheaper now.
How's your sound, by the way? Are you having to restart it all the time, or you fixed it?
Yeah, no, I haven't fixed it yet. I tried reinstalling all the drivers. I knew that wouldn't help, but I did it anyway, so I can tell them that I did. And it doesn't help, of course. And I couldn't do it yesterday with them, so I'll wait till Monday now. What's the? I just want to know what their. McFish, are you like? Do you have a reference that someone has actually said they'll be okay if I get a new one? I just don't want to go through this again.
Did you watch the Gamers Nexus video about it?
No, I'm. What happened is I got done streaming. I answered a couple of emails.
I feel like a no was a good enough answer.
And then I went to bed, and then I forgot all about it because that's my life right now. I can scroll up and find that if I'll remember to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, so the intention was that they fixed it. Did they? I mean, I guess we'll know in 2 years.
Right.
Dark Rune game.
What's the warranty on them?
Playing an assault and you're in game and you're not moving.
Is it 3 years or 1 year?
To your assault.
He's a really fast assault, though.
I'm fast. I'll catch up with these guys. They're nothing.
Nothing.
Thanks for waking me up, though. I was in a little deep slumber there. McFish, honestly, I feel like I'm just hanging on. I forget stuff all the time now, and we're just kind of getting through with Effie to get through whatever we need to do. So I forget stuff, and I don't get stuff done. I was so thrilled today that I got my engine repaired on the sailboat. The summer's over in 2 weeks. I have to the boat out in 2 weeks. I probably won't get to go sailing, but at least maybe somebody will get to go. And I fixed 2 things on the engine, but there's more that needs to be done at some point. And then I sent a bunch of stuff back to get repaired or returned, and I finally got the RMA for the other hard drive done and shipped off, and that was a fight with them. And dropped off 2 packages to the post office and 2 other packages to like UPS and returned some other stuff. And that's the most I've gotten done in 2 weeks as far as like, stuff that has to be done that you don't get around to doing. And I got to get back to cabinets too. I haven't gotten much done the last 3 or 4 days on our cabinets.
What do you do in the morning?
In the morning?
You know what? I'm sorry, Alex. Don't worry about that, Doc. Don't worry.
I get up. Usually, I'll eat some.
Didn't mean to ask that. I asked that.
I don't know why you even asked me. I get up and eat something, and then I go out and work on the cabinets typically.
Fish is dead, Doc. This game is going to not go well for us.
Incoming missile.
You're expendable there, Rex.
Pushing
Yes,
over
this
center.
happens. Don't
McFish is
worry.
dead. I'm not dead. McFish is dead.
It will be over soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Target spotted.
Online.
Oh, full rotation.
I feel like we're against good teams
Can
right
we take
now.
top guys? Are we enough here to do that, or you guys getting good shots?
Sorry about the friendly. Ouch. We're surrounded.
We're not surrounded. They're just.
They're hitting us from long distances
Not enough people
from
shooting.
different angles. So you think you get into cover and you're not, right?
Target spotted.
I swear to God, I don't know how they get to shoot through
stuff and we can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Torso, critical damage.
Okay.
Airstrike.
Target spotted.
Where am I getting shot from now? It's always a new place. They're going to come marching up here, and I'm going to be up here alone, basically.
Don't get sloppy out there.
Right torso, critical.
Wow. Yeah.
Not seeing how this could have gone worse.
The previous match I was in went worse, so yeah, we're doing great so far.
I don't feel we are.
Airstrike.
There's still a little bit of paint left on my mech. That's kind of encouraging.
New target acquired.
feel like there's a lot of hotshot light pilots running around out there tonight.
New target acquired.
We're taking critical losses. We need you to pull through.
I'm just gonna guess that I didn't do bottom damage.
Warning, incoming.
I only did like
missile.
225 or
New
something.
target acquired.
Yeah, I did very similar.
Online. Center torso critical damage.
282. I mean, I'm not playing my usual mech, but still, I was getting 600 damage as this thing.
Nice.
No, I'm not.
Artillery strike online. New target acquired.
I'm sort of busy eating Osbox, to be honest. Oh, Ilya's in the fleet. What's he got? Medium lasers, rocket. Yeah, that's what he does. 2 rocket launcher 20s.
4 ER mediums and a ER small.
Come in. Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Nice try, guys. Thanks for the drop.
Not really. It was really bad, but whatever.
Well, I don't want to discourage them.
Why are we playing this game again? Should we just like start
This is a great
playing the
game. Such a great game. It's these pilots that are too good that are the problem. We need to get rid of them.
I don't think it's a pilot. I mean, all round we didn't engage much.
Hey, Barbette, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everybody. I didn't really see a notice pop up. That's weird.
Real Barbette is raiding with a party of 5.
Yeah, I know, but normally I get sound that comes in and tells me that somebody's raiding, and I get the low.
You're using an Intel CPU, Doc.
I know, right? And the troll train comes in, and
I just barely did not land in the bottom 6.
Well done.
For our team. I don't know about the other team.
Was I in the bottom 6? I didn't even look. It was too
just barely you were. I did 1 more damage than you did.
Darn it.
I think
you're showing off. You're always showing off, McFish.
And we spawn where we spawn. We just go where McFish was and hold our ground and wait for them to push into us while we get
Yeah, I was really disappointed that there were like 4 assaults going the long way around, not shooting any of the 6 mechs that were shooting at me.
We were
yeah, I was debating whether you're going to come across or you're going to stay there, and I saw you jump down. I went, okay, well, I'll leave then.
Underloading, I think it's your motherboard. My motherboard has its own issues, but I'm going to take care of that still, too.
He was so proud when he picked up all his items and they finally came and he got to build his pretty computer.
Oh, it was going to be great.
He wasn't worrying about the specs. He was worried about it being a pretty computer with its
No, I was worried about it being
like
high-quality components, too, lasting for a while, right?
So it turns out... You don't get what you pay for.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, this will be my last drop coming up here.
I mean, we're on the same boat. 4090s, i9s. Just
you've got a similar motherboard to me, don't you? I have the
Maximus but I've got a
Hero.
13th gen CPU. I got a Strix, Asus Strix. I think that's what it's called.
Motherboard?
Yeah, hang on. I'll find out for you. I downloaded that.
I got
Asus
the Maximus.
ROG Strix Z790E gaming Wi-Fi. So I think you've got one above, level above me.
I got the Maximus Hero Z790.
Yeah, so I got the ROG Strix.
Mine had more.
Z790.
Does yours have Thunderbolt ports on it?
I wouldn't have a clue, Doc. I wouldn't have a clue. I don't think so.
Mine has Thunderbolt ports. I needed those.
Well, you need them. Yeah, you need them.
What do you need them for?
Thunderbolt devices. Come on, McFish. You know that.
What do you need them for?
Because they're Thunderbolt, man. It's
I have
like,
a Thunderbolt.
I
have a Thunderbolt NAS that I direct attach
turns
to.
It on, he thinks, "Wow, I'm Thor, god of son of Odin."
And I want Thunder. Yeah, I have a Thunderbolt NAS that I direct attach to for video editing off of. But I'm still getting that sorted out because it's a Kickstarter and it's pretty cool hardware, but their software is pretty lame. It's missing a lot of features and they're upgrading it quickly. So I think this next upgrade might fix some things, and I'm afraid to actually put data on it yet. I got a 4-drive, 42 terabyte RAID, and I've got 2 more drives to stick in and extend over to that. But I need to copy about 20 some terabytes over first and then extend it out, and I don't trust them yet, so I'm not really confident to do that yet with their software. And I could put maybe Unraid on it or TrueNAS, but I don't really know those at all, and I'm thinking I don't know. I've just got other fish to fry, so I haven't been hurrying to get it done. Excuse me.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, maybe I should just quit. It's kind of late.
No, I'm just reading an article about Australian universities. This is insane. I mean,
you broke your motherboard like a kid at Christmas opening a new toy. I don't think I even broke my motherboard. It just won't let me get into BIOS anymore. It's really stupid.
I don't think you broke it. I think they built it broke.
I don't think other people have had this particular issue. Like the tech people, I've been escalated up to their tier 3 techs, and they don't know what's going on.
Did any of them ask you to clean the fudge off the keyboard?
No, and I licked it off myself though, McFish. I'm technically savvy, so I licked that all off.
Right.
I think I got most of it.
Was it plugged in while you were doing that?
The fudge had a little tingle that I'm not used to, so I'm not really sure what that's from, but yeah, it was fine.
Maybe the acid.
Water damage from sweating during the build. Water damage from playing Mech Warrior and being terrible. And
I actually got to go, Dark.
All right. Well, we got a match. You got to play this now.
All right, I'm going to suicide.
Wow. It's not like we have a hard enough time winning as it is, and you're going to suicide. That's terrible.
Well, I'm going to suicide. Yeah, I have to do something.
Okay.
And it's, you know.
I get it. That's cool.
I mean, obviously, we can't end on this one, Dark.
I should. I need to go to bed. I've got other things I got to do before I go to bed.
It's Solaris City, and Drax is going to suicide.
It's like the worst possible outcome, isn't it? On the worst possible map.
Well, not really. I mean, it's just a quick play game.
MechWarrior saltwater damage from tier floods, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it could be. Underloading's right. Could
Ban for rating.
Crying.
Did you ban Barbette, the real Barbette, underloading? Because she's got a pass to be here. And any of hers have a pass to be here. They may not like it, but at least they have to come anyway. Derp, derp, derp. So you say. So say we all. I don't have a sword. A sword. You don't have the ban hammer. Dum, da, dum, dum. Hey, Hellbringer. Hellbringer has the ban hammer.
Drax, you could just have some Vegemite on toast.
Yeah.
Yuck.
I've heard that's really good.
Just how it goes sometimes.
I know, right? He's going to talk about... He's on my stream right now, and he's talking about what he's going to make, and it sounds delicious, and then he's just going to leave and go eat it, and we get nothing.
What's spatchcock?
Hey, man, that's just how it is sometimes.
It's a bird.
No, that's how it is every time when he comes and he talks about his food, then he goes makes it, and we get nothing.
You can't even think of that. You can't even think about the delicious food he's definitely making.
It's
well, like I'm in Australia and they're in the US, and so I mean I could send them leftovers for sure. It just takes 2.5 weeks to get there, even by express, and then so that tastes good.
Yeah, but we won't even know what he's really sending because he calls cookies biscuits, so he could be sending us meatloaf, and it might be fish. I have no idea what it's going to be.
Sensors online. Weapons online.
Everything's a burger.
Do they really call them biscuits in Australia?
They call cookies biscuits. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. We've been trying to do some, intervention counseling, and he's just not catching on.
We had a 3-month debate about the word hamburger. It's insane.
He wants to call a hamburger a sandwich. He's very confused.
You just arrived at a conclusion quickly.
That's because they like to get a rise out of me, and they know they're ultimately wrong. But
he arrives at the wrong conclusion, or we'd be able to let it go for him, but we care too much for him to just let it go.
Because you live in Australia. It takes a long time for the messages to get there.
What's weird is he's always a day ahead of us, but he just seems to be behind. That's what I was going to ask you the other night, Drax. Then I forgot what it was. Since you live in Australia and you're a day ahead of us, is that confusing to always be on the wrong day?
Would you live in the city if robots were always fighting in the streets and
I think I would.
Just accidentally catch flag every now and then if you live on the 5th floor or whatever.
Target spotted.
Just put reflective glass in your windows. Bounce those beams back out.
Spotted. That's why I need to be rich and live in the high life.
There's a bunch of decisions you need to make. It's like, well, what if they're not bringing lasers today? Yeah.
All right,
Ciao.
bye.
I did 59 damage, so I did not
Nice.
hit.
Armor. Line your window with that.
Target spotted.
Oh, I did not see him.
Up the floor, forgot.
What? Where'd that come from? All right, I'm gonna move around here and get with my team, I guess. Like a good mech warrior would.
Airstrike online.
Try not to be all strung out here.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online. Target acquired.
Alright, you guys, up the floor.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Where'd he go?
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Ouch.
Airstrike online. Fuel at 25%. Warning, incoming missile. Heat level critical.
Thanks for the save. Yeesh. I'm stuck under the bridge.
Airstrike
Getting
online.
shot somewhere, but I can't tell.
I'm just getting shot from everywhere. It's pretty easy to tell.
Target destroyed.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
He's right above me. There goes down. Is that McFish right in front of me? I think I shot right over your head, McFish, and got him. Tried not to hit you. I don't know what I did, though. Good job, guys. Thanks for the drop. Most of us stayed alive. That's pretty good.
Well, clearly we can't end on that one.
I would like to, but I can't. It's midnight, almost. Let's see. Underloading, moderator, Hellbringer. Wisdom has always been chasing Drax, but Drax has always been faster. Oh my gosh. All right. What do they call cookies biscuits? Underloading. It's crazy. They're just like, everything is upside down in Australia. Their culinary understanding and naming nomenclature is upside down. It's all messed up. Like they don't even let cakes rise. They let them fall. It's weird because then that is rising for them. All right, I got to go. Thanks for the drops, McFish. Kodo, thanks for hanging out. And the drops. Everybody in chat, thanks so much for hanging out. This has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. With me, your host and guide, Dark Marauder, and the usual criminal suspects, Ghostlands. Till next time, be good to each other, take care of each other, and be sure to shoot each other's designated targets. Good night, everybody. Uh-oh. It's supposed to be playing the outro. It's stuck. It didn't ever finish last time, maybe? Let me see if I can fix that. We'll do the outro because, it's the outro. Right here. There we go. And here we go. Wrong. That's wrong again. End stream combo. Why won't it restart?